Cyraxx, you claiming that, when you rip those papers, you're claiming that it's all going to disappear, right? I ain't going to jail. I'll rip those papers up. You can rip it up all you want to. You're still in the system, buddy. No different than getting a ticket. If you're driving a car for speeding or whatever like that, and the police officer decide to give you a ticket and say, "Here, take this ticket right here," yeah, you can rip it up all you want to, but you're still in the system. like, like this dude don't seem to get it. You're in the system, and another thing that you don't seem to understand, Cyraxx, is that if you don't appear in court, they will have you up for fail to appear. And trust and believe, every single day, the police, they arrest people all over the United States, failure to appear to a courtroom, fail to appear in court. They arrest people every day because they don't show up for court. So when you don't show up for court, they will come and pick you up for fail to appear, and they will keep you there until your trial comes up or whatever like that. They'll keep you there. Um, you ain't really got nowhere to go. I mean, where you gonna go? So even if you wanted to hide from the police or duck the court, where you gonna go? You rarely come outside. You only come outside unless you're taking out the trash or you're taking the dog for a walk. The dog might have to go outside and urinate or whatever like that. Or you might go to the mailbox or go to help your grandma with the groceries out of her car or whatever like that. That's only when you go outside. You don't even go outside to walk them down the street to get exercise. None of that type of stuff. You don't even walk to the store. I don't even know if there's any corner store near your house or not, but you even scared to leave the house to ride in the car with your own grandmother, leaving your own grandmother out there. Some grandson you is. I mean, think about it for a minute, Cyraxx. Do you really honestly think that a therapy is going to sit there and want to listen to your crazy story? Because y'all know what he's going to do. He's going to sit there and say, yeah, 7, 8 years ago, there was a guy named Marty and them. He ruined my life and got me into drama. You know, a therapy, I don't think a therapy can really get, point Cyraxx into the right direction. Because when he talked to when he's sitting there going on for 5 or 6 hours and he's just talking about these internet trolls and Marty and all them and talking about they won't leave him alone and this and that. Um, I don't know, Cyraxx. Are you sure you want to play like you're crazy, claiming that you was pushed into a corner, saying that you was scared and this and that? Like, Cyraxx, do you really think the judge gonna run with that? Do you really think the judge is gonna pat you on the back and say, you know what, Mr. Wilkins, we understand, Chance Wilkins. We understand that you was pushed into the corner. We understand that you had to do what you had to do to try to get Marty banned off a panel when you was when you was showing your private part, jumping up and down like you're some Easter bunny, trying to get Marty banned from panel. We understand that, Chance Wilkins. We understand that you had to do what you had to do. We understand that you was under a lot of pressure. Cyraxx, if you think that the judge and them are going to say that to you in that courtroom, boy, you got another thing coming. And Cyraxx, are you sure you want to run with that? Because, I mean, yeah, you have admitted it that you did it because you weren't in the right state of mind. But are you sure that you want to run with that? Because if you run with that, you might be in that same situation. You might be in that same boat like Daniel Lawson. Daniel Lawson still haven't went to trial yet because they feel like he's not fit to go to court. So you know what they did? We're just going to keep him in there until we feel like he's fit to go to court. So Cyraxx, you want to play that kind of game too, like Daniel Lawson? I mean, I understand you both are in a different state, so it might be different from where you at, but do you really want to run with that and claiming that you were in the right mind state when you did that? jumping up and down like you're an Easter bunny. Do you really want to run with that? Hoping that they'll probably put you in the mental crazy hospital? I don't think so. They're not. I don't think they're going to put them in there. And if they do decide to put you in there, you're probably just going to be sitting there, just like Daniel Larson. You're just going to be setting up in there, wondering when your court's going to come up. Just like Daniel Larson, you're just going to be sitting there. Like Cyraxx, you really want to run with that? You know exactly what you was doing. Like he knows right from wrong. Like, yeah, Cyraxx is dumb. We all know he's dumb. He's an idiot. But boy, don't sit here and try to act like you don't know right from wrong, because you know right from wrong. You know right from wrong, Cyraxx. He just wants all of us to. He just playing like he doesn't know right from wrong, because he's gonna use the cops as an excuse. That they failed my family, this and that. They didn't want to do nothing, this and that. I hope the judge. I hope they ask you this question: why haven't you stayed off the internet? Why you kept pursuing this? Because at the end of the day, Cyraxx, no one put a gun to your head. No one put a knife to your throat. You understand what I'm saying? Let me repeat that. No one put a gun to your head and no one put a knife to your throat. No one threatened you or put you in that position to say, if you don't get on Marty's panel and jump up and down, showing everybody your private part, we're going to delete you. Because if they did, don't you think you would have been deleted by now, Cyraxx? Somebody would have came over there and deleted you by now. You're too much of a joke, Cyraxx, for someone to truly want to delete you. You're too much of a joke. You're better off just getting, how do you say, getting a beat down. I'm kind of dancing around my words there a little bit because you know how YouTube is. So I hate dancing around my words. Dang, but I'm gonna have to get on Rumble, man. But yeah, Cyraxx, no one forced you to do these things. You choose to get on that. Marty and them did not make you get on panel. You know what they did? They rage baited you because they knew that you was gonna take the bait. Just like when Marty came down there in Ohio, he rage baited you to come out that house to fight him, and he got what he wanted. He rage baited you. He knew exactly what to say or do to try to rage bait you. And that's what these people has been doing to you for the last 5 or 6, 7, 8 years, Cyraxx. They have been rage baiting you. And like the little puppet you are, you take the bait. You take the bait. You always fall for it. You know, anybody that's been dealing with the troll community as long as Cyraxx did, you would think that they would have smartened up for the last 7, 8 years. You would think somebody like Cyraxx, you know, that has been in a situation like Cyraxx have, you would think people like that would smarten up from their mistakes. And you have not smartened up from that, not one bit, Cyraxx, from all your mistakes that you've made over the last 7, 8 years on the internet. Because you keep right on repeating it. It's like every year goes by, you get worse and worse. It's almost like the older he gets, the worse he gets. That's what it seems like with him. Because you know, when you get older, especially when you're 35 years old, man, you should have some common sense though. But evidently, the man upstairs didn't give you enough brains on the inside of your head, Cyraxx. I don't know what it is. I think somebody dropped him on his head when he was a newborn baby. I mean, I understand. I know that Cyraxx um was born what's that word I'm looking for? But yeah, I think somebody dropped him on his head when he was a baby, man. And you going to jail over some stupid stuff, Cyraxx. I'm just saying, if you go to jail, man, I hope someday you'll look back at all this. I hope someday that you'll look back at all this and realize that how much tremendous time you wasted on this. You could have been, man, I could have been doing this, I could have been doing that. And the simplest thing I could have done was just ignore these people and just let this stuff blow over, disappear off the internet for a long time and try to get my life together. He's gonna look back at this, but by the time he looks back at this and realize that everything he's done, wasting his time, it'll be too late. Just like it's too late now. It's too late now. Because I honestly think if Cyraxx go to jail, I don't think he'll turn his life around. I've been saying this over and over again. I don't see Cyraxx redeeming himself. I don't see no redeeming qualities in Cyraxx at all. I don't see him redeeming himself. I don't see none of that. Um, we all know he's just trying to get help because he's under a lot of pressure and he's scared. And just like your lawyer said, if that's your real lawyer, because it wouldn't surprise me that woman that's supposed to be your lawyer, Cyraxx, even though she says she's not on your case no more, it wouldn't surprise me if she comes out and say, "Guess what, Chance? I'm a troll. I'm you lose again, Cyraxx." You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all. But you waste your time on this type of stuff, man, because everybody's mean to you on the internet. So what, Cyraxx? If people's mean to you on the internet, people don't say nice things about me on the internet. You know what I'm saying? We all got our haters, Cyraxx. Everybody's got haters. Hell, even my subscribers, the people that leaves comments on my videos, they got haters too. We all got haters. But there are more important things going on in this world, Cyraxx, than sit on the internet 24/7 worrying about somebody picking on you. There are more things going on in this world about that. Yeah, they're saying mad things about me and this and that. They making a mockery out of me and this and that. So what, Cyraxx? Cry us a river, Cyraxx. So what? People say things about me. People make videos about me, but you don't see me coming on here every day whining about it. Hey, there's people on YouTube making videos about my opinions 333, man. They're saying bad things about me. I can't take it. You know what? If you know what they say, you can't take the heat, then get the F out the kitchen. And that's what I'm saying to you, Cyraxx. Can't take the heat, then get the F out the kitchen, bro. Get out the kitchen. If this is too much for you, you have to expect that. I've been on YouTube longer than you. And you what? How long you been on YouTube, Cyraxx? You say you started in 2010 or 2011 or 2012 or whatever. I started on YouTube back in 2008 or 2007. I've been through it. I've been through the part where I had a lot of people making videos about me, speaking down on me and all that stuff like that. But you know what I do? I ignored them. I didn't respond to them. I kept concentrating on doing my video content videos. And when they saw that I wasn't responding to them, when they see that I wasn't acknowledging them, they disappeared. They honestly disappeared. I even had a retard a few years ago made a video showing a gun. You guys remember that retard though? Somebody on YouTube made a video about me 2 or 3 years ago showing their gun, saying they're gonna do this and do that to me. You know what I did? I laugh at the mother effer. I laugh at him. I didn't go to the police and say, "Hey, there's a guy on YouTube making a video saying that he's gonna shoot me and do this and do that." No, I didn't feed into that because you know why? Because I knew the idiot that was making a video showing his gun and insulting me, saying that he gonna do this and do that to me with his gun. I knew he was just trying to rage bait me. He was trying to get me to lower myself to their level. That was like a few years ago. And you know what I did? Yeah, I didn't even make a video about him. I went like a whole week without mentioning them. And then a week later, the clown made a video a week later saying, "Yeah, my opinions, man, this dude ain't said nothing to me. He a coward and this and that." Outsmarted him because I knew that's what that clown was trying to do. He wanted to play this stupid little back and forth game with me on YouTube, and I didn't go for it because I knew that clown was just trying to rage bait me, and I didn't fall for it. So where is that clown now? Nowhere to be found. Now, if that clown decided to come back right now because I'm mentioning him right now, I'm going to continue on doing the same thing. If he make a video threatening to shoot me and do this, I'm just going to continue to ignore him. Whether it be him or somebody else take his place to do it, I'm going to ignore him. And they'll soon get the message when I don't acknowledge them and say nothing to them, they disappear. And I've been doing that. Some things is not always a response, Cyraxx. Some things you just have to just let it blow over because you can't make someone stop talking about you. You can't make someone stop being mean to you on the internet. That's not how that works. You have to expect that. And I'm not just saying that to Cyraxx. I'm saying that to anybody. If you can't handle the heat on the internet, on YouTube, on social media, then you don't need to be on the internet. You don't need to be on the internet, period, if you can't take the heat on the internet. Because if you are in a YouTube feud with somebody and you've been feuding with them for 3 or 4 years or 5 or 6 years straight, and somehow it's turned out that one of y'all want to fight one another, then that's when somebody needs to be the bigger person and be like, listen, I'm not gonna sit there and resort this into beef. You know, Cyraxx, you better be counting your lucky stars that you didn't turn out to be like that dude named Finney the Legend, the one that got killed by that guy named Manny. You know, he's been in YouTube drama with that guy named Manny. And that guy named Manny sat there, what's his name? Sin City Manny, whatever his name is. Dude sat there and clapped his ass on his own live stream. Sat there and deleted him. He clapped him. So Cyraxx, you better be counting your lucky stars and be counting your blessings that you didn't turn out to be DEAD, as in dead. You better be thanking God that you're not dead right now, because anybody that's in your situation probably would have done got deleted by now. You know what I'm saying? But these people, they don't look at you as someone that they want to delete. They look at you as a joke because, like I said, you're too much of a joke to be a real serious threat to anybody on social media and real life, because you are a joke. So that's why no one ain't really decided to delete you, because it's a wasting bullets. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and delete you, Cyraxx, because you're not worth deleting. Why delete Cyraxx when people can just make video and just clown you and laugh at you? You know what I'm saying? Like he just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it that that's just how the internet is. And when you got this much heat on you on the internet, because I've seen people I've been on YouTube since 2007. I've seen people had that same kind of heat that you have, Cyraxx. And you know what they've done since I've been on YouTube over the years? They disappeared. They disappear. They stay off the internet. And sometimes they'll be gone for 2 or 3 years or longer, and then they'll come back. But you, on the other hand, hasn't done that. I've seen people got the same heat just like you had, Cyraxx, and they were smart enough to quit the internet for a good while because they know nothing that they can say or do can change people's opinions on how they view them. But not you, Cyraxx. You want to continue to be hard here. You want to continue to fight the control community. And look where this has gotten you. This is going to lead you to jail probably. Pathetic, man. Just pathetic. Anyway, that's all I want to say about this dude, man. I'm probably going to take a break talking about Cyraxx for a while, though. Unless I hear some funny news about him getting locked up in jail. It wouldn't fool me if this whole thing is a troll or a prank. I'm just waiting for it, people. Anyway, y'all be easy. Peace.